Laundry is one of the most dangerous things we do to our clothes. Not stains, not wearing them, laundry. Hi everyone, I'm Veronica and today we're talking about how washing, drying and small habits quietly shorten or extend the life of your wardrobe. But first of all, we need to understand what laundry actually does to the fabric, because once you understand that, everything else will make more sense, I promise. Laundry isn't just about cleaning. Every wash combines four stresses: water, heat, detergent and friction, and each one of them affects fibers differently. And most damage doesn't happen because clothes are bad quality. It happens because these stresses add up wash after wash. That's why a shirt can look tired after a month, or a sweater peels in places you didn't even expect. Let's break it down step by step. First of all, sorting. Sorting isn't just about light and dark. It's also about sorting clothes by similar color. For example, only reds, only dark blue, only greens, and so on. If you watch my video about fabric colors that I will insert somewhere around here, you might have already known that these colors behave differently, and this is the reason why you should actually sort them before washing, and not separate only the whites and darks in different two piles. Also, darks and brights are more sensitive to heat. While whites tolerate higher temperature better, dark colors and brights are actually more sensitive to heat. And when I speak about brights, I don't mean necessarily white. It could also be yellow, it could also be a very intense fuchsia, it can also be a very intense green. So it's everything that is very intense color-wise. Meanwhile, whites, like the white, is tolerating higher temperatures much better than all the other colors, because most of the times the white color is actually obtained by bleaching that fabric or the fiber, and this is why they are more resistant to high temperature, because there is no color actually that is going to be damaged by high temperature, and this is the secret of them resisting a little longer. And another important aspect is also the thickness of the fabric and the construction of the garment, because thick fabric is going to be more aggressive when it comes to the washing, and they could be aggressive to the other clothes in the tumble as well. So imagine that you're washing together a pair of jeans, a very thick pair of denim with a lot of embellishments, with a lot of very thick seams, and also a very thin top, strap top, let's say. Imagine what is going to happen in the tumble. And I really hope you didn't wash this type of clothes together by now, but I hope you're not going to do it in the future. So what you could actually do? First of all, if you decide to wash more colors together, use color catchers. They help reduce risk. They're not magic, of course, and sometimes they don't work, but they help. But if you're ready to put a little more effort into washing your clothes, separate them by color and hue, like I said before. This will help the color not to bleed into each other and also ensure that they will stay the same color longer. And also before washing, separate clothes also by thickness, decor elements, zippers, and also metal elements, because all of them are very aggressive in the tumble and they could affect the other clothes as well. So for such pieces, use a clothing wash bag because it will help protect that piece from the others and vice versa. And now let's talk about another big factor that is impacting your laundry, which is the water. Water matters more than you think. Not all tap water is equal, by the way, and this is why it really matters, the mineral components of the water. Because if the water is very high in different minerals, these minerals will actually build up in your fabrics, which will make them feel stiff and also for the color to dull faster. And if the water is pretty hard, it will also increase the fiber wear. So if you're now wondering if your water is actually hard or not, let's do a simple trick. Take a bowl of water and dissolve some hard soap in it. If it forms scum on top of the water is very hard. The more scum, the harder the water. Because the soap reacts with calcium ions in the water and form those sticky curls which detergents actually don't. So don't try this with detergents, because this will not happen in that case. Only hard soap has this effect. And if you know, or if you found out that you have hard water, there are several things you could do. First of all, install a filter. I know it's pricey and sometimes it's not possible, but if it's something within your budget and you can do it, this will help your laundry a lot. Also, run regular descaling cycles. Descaling is basically helping your washing machine remove all that calcareous segments that are blocking your pipes and the tumble and everything, so the washing machine could work better and wash your clothes more efficiently. Descale every 3 months or more frequently if in a hard water area to prevent the machine from getting damaged and ensure it can handle the hard water well. You could also use water softeners. Add softeners to every wash to prevent mineral buildup. I'll add some of the options around here. They are not sponsored, it's just some of the brands that actually create this type of products and you could use in order to soften the water during the washing cycle. Or if you want to make your life a little easier and not create a big amount of product that you use for your laundry, buy actually hard water detergents. They exist, but they are not that common, so you will have to look a little for them. They are specifically formulated for hard water or with mineral fighting properties, and they will help your washing machine do a better job. These hard water detergents are designed to combat minerals like calcium and magnesium in hard water that make cleaning more difficult. Also, look for ingredients like citrates or enzymes. They're also helping increase the efficiency of your washing machine. Another option is to use liquid detergents because they are being rinsed easier and your clothes will not have that much buildup in them. And consider an extra rinse cycle to prevent stiff, dull cloths and residue buildup. And if through all my videos I didn't convince you that you should wash your clothes in a warm water, this also helps preventing limescale forming on your washing machine. So washing cool at temperature, because limescale forms more readily when water is heated. So washing at lower temperature helps a lot. Now let's talk about laundry habits and friction, because most damage is actually mechanical. First of all, it's about your habit to load your washing machine. Overloading increases friction and doesn't help raising the detergent buildup. So actually check what is written on your washing machine. What is the amount of laundry that can get into the tumble? And never overflow it, because the more clothes are in the washing machine, the harder they are getting washed. You might actually notice that some of them aren't getting properly washed, and this will also help your washing machine work more efficiently because it won't be overloaded and it won't be so heavy for it to actually do its job. Also check the amount of rotations your washing machine is going to do, because fast spins actually stretch and weaken fibers. So if you're washing any knitwear especially, make sure to decrease the rotations of your washing machine. And also another thing is about the fabric themselves. So if the fabric is going to be a little rougher, something like a thicker denim for example, this fabric being rubbed together is going to cause more peel and abrasion. So make sure that you are always washing it side out, of course, and not to wash this type of fabrics with something very delicate. And something else to do to decrease your mechanical impact of your laundry is also to use mesh bags to wash more delicate fabrics and protects clothes from each other. Also clean the washing machine regularly, especially clean the detergent drawer, which many of us, I believe, don't know that it's supposed to be washed, and that buildup and all the mold and everything that gets inside, that's not supposed to be there. So wash it. And yes, most washing machines allow for that drawer to actually be removed, so you could wash it with a brush and clean and rinse it properly. So don't get lazy. Wash your washing machine. The last step I recommend doing after every wash cycle is to actually leave the door and detergent drawer of your washing machine open so they could actually ventilate better and prevent musty smells. And the fourth factor impacting your laundry routine is the detergents, softeners, and all other things that are added in a wash. Just to clarify, the detergent is meant to break things down, including dirt. This is its main reason of existence. But because of its chemical properties, it also breaks down the fibers and the dye, unfortunately. And what is also important to remember is that detergent residue attracts dirt and stiffens fibers. And if a detergent has enzymes, it can also slowly strip color and weaken fibers. And when it comes to the fabric softeners, you should know that they are actually not doing anything magical. They are coating fibers with their chemicals, and actually this can cause more detergent buildup, more musty smells, and is not really helping your clothes. So I strongly recommend you not to use fabric softeners, but it's of course up to you. But please, if you can, I'd rather not recommend doing it. Fabric softeners are commonly known irritants and allergens, especially for people for sensitive skin. So in my case, I have sensitive skin. I mostly don't use fabric softeners. When I say mostly, I use it maybe 2-3 times per year because I do like the smell sometimes. Sometimes it's just how our brain works. If I feel that smell, it feels like my house is clean. I know it's just my brain reacting to it, but I do it very rarely and I put a very small quantity, not the one that is recommended on the label, because that smell is so intense I can feel it from kilometers away, I think. So it still does the job even with a couple of drops. And when it comes to the detergents, use the amount of detergent as written on the label. More detergent doesn't mean cleaner clothes. It means more detergent buildup. So just check the label, follow the instructions, and your machine is going to work perfectly. And if it doesn't, it means that the detergent is bad, because you're not supposed to fix the quality of the detergent with more of it in your washing machine. And there is one more thing you could do to improve your laundry routine, which is the drying part. Because drying sometimes can be more damaging than the washing. If you're drying in direct sun, know that direct sun actually fades dark colors unevenly because the sun has bleaching properties, mostly the UV lights from the sun rays. And if you're using a dryer, know that the heat weakens fibers, so either decrease the temperature or don't tumble dry all the clothes. Just tumble dry the big pieces such as towels, bed sheets, curtains, or something that is of course being allowed to be dried in a tumble dryer, and also something that is not as sensitive to heat. Also remember the heat in a tumble dryer not only weakens fibers, but it can also cause shrinkage and surface wear. So if you can, air dry as much as possible. Air drying is gentler. And of course, if you wash knits or sweaters, dry flat, because this is the way that prevents these pieces to extend, because the gravitation will do its job if you're drying it vertically, so lie it flat for a better result and for extending your clothes lives. And when we talk about how to make laundry less damaging, remember that not only the laundry itself is damaging for the clothes, it's also the way we wear them. So this is why it's really important to pay attention to the rotation of your clothes and how you're treating them on a longer term. Clothes needs rest. Wearing the same pieces repeatedly speeds up wear, because the fiber recovers when garments rest between the wears. So make sure there are at least 24 hours between wears of the same piece. and also ensure that you're properly folding or hang the pieces in order to reduce the stress points. Because if you're stretching a garment when you're folding it, it's actually not going to rest properly. So it should be in a fully relaxed form when it's sitting in your closet. And also fix small issues early. Loose threads, tiny holes, they will prevent bigger damage later. And also they will not cause more ripping on the area. So treat them as early as possible. Making laundry less damaging isn't about perfection. It's about awareness and a little tricks. When you understand what water, heat, detergent, and friction do, you can make better decisions without overthinking. These small habits add up, and they can change how long your clothes stay soft, structured, and wearable. If this video was helpful, please give it a like or leave a comment. I'd love to know what surprised you most about laundry. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.